Welcome friends, good morning. This video contains the general specifications of the building. Okay, what is specification? A specification is a statement of particulars for execution of any item of work. That means it describes the nature and the class of work, materials to be utilized for the work, the workmanship, and the tools plans which are required to complete the engineering project in accordance with the drawings, details, specifications are written by experts of particular field. Okay, an engineering specification contains the details about nature and class of the work, quality of the material to be utilized, workmanship and tools required for the project. The drawing shows the proportions and relative positions of the various components of the structure. It is not possible to furnish the information on the drawings regarding the quality of the materials to be used. How it is to be accomplished. Okay, why the specifications are important? The specifications describe the quality of the work and quantity of the material, equipment required, execution of the project. Hence, it is directly affects the cost of the project. Moreover, it allows the contractor to make program for the procurement beforehand. Specifications provide specific guidelines for the workmanship and the method of doing work. Thus, it serves as guidelines for supervising staff to execute the work. Specifications enable the employer to check the quality of the material and workmanship. The contractor bids the tender as per the specifications and is paid as per the tendered price. Any changes in the specifications need to be changed in the tender rate. Okay, the specification form a part of contract document without which the contract document becomes invalid. On each page of the specifications, both the parties, that is owner and the contractor, should sign so that these specifications were clear instructions regarding the quality and procedure of the work are given will be binded on both parties. If any disputes arises between the parties, the specifications will help the arbitrator or the court to settle the dispute. If the contractor work deviates from the specifications, he will be liable to penalty. The specifications also mentions the mode of measurements, quality and procedure of items, which is binding on both the parties to adhere to. The contractor cannot ask for extra measurements or owner cannot give less measurements. The general characteristics and the scope of the work in illustrated and defined by the specifications and signed by the both parties. So it becomes legal binding on both the parties to adhere strictly to the agreed specifications. In the absence of complete specifications, the contractor obligations is limited to performance of only what is called for in such complete specifications. As such, great care has been taken in preparing the specifications. In general specifications, nature and class of the work, name of the material and the proportions that should be used in various items of work are described. Only a brief description of each and every item is given. It is useful for estimating the project without going thoroughly, lengthily detailed specifications. General information for the quantity of the materials, nature, and the class of the work can be known from general specifications, but they don't form a part of contract document. How did we write the specifications? While writing the specification, we need to follow the principles. One is the description of the material. Here, the quality and the size of the material required to do an item of work shall be fully described for checking up at site according to the clauses provided in the specifications. The proportions of mixing or treatment of materials, if required before use, shall be really described. Next, workmanship. The complete description of workmanship should be provided. The method of mixing and proportions, the method of laying, preparation of the base or base of the surface, compaction, finishing and curing, etc., specially applicable to the item of work shall be stated in different clauses. Next, tools and plants. The tools and plants to be engaged to carry out work shall be described. The method of operations and by whom to be supplied shall be stated. Next, proportion of new work. The method of proportion of new work against damage or the method of curing if required. The test of completed work if necessary shall be described in separate clause. Next, expression. While writing the specifications, endeavor shall be made to express the requirements of the specifications clearly and in concise form, avoiding repetition and unusual works. The style of the tense shall remain same throughout. As the specifications are legal documents, terms such as suitable, proper and words have to be more utilized and they convey good meaning. The sentences shall be short, simple and concise because fewer words will involve less risk or legal difficulty. Next, clauses of specification. As far as possible, the clauses shall be arranged in the order in which work shall be carried out. This does not mean to follow the works according to the order of arrangement, but it facilitates references. While framing the clauses for quality of materials, workmanship, tools and plants, etc., practical possibilities should be realized. Correct and complete but not repeated information shall be given so that the owner and the contractor carry out the work by following the specifications. Abbreviations which are familiar can be utilized. Okay, coming to the next one, general specifications of the building. So here the buildings are classified into 4 categories depending on superiority of their construction specifications. Class A are having highest specifications, while class D, that means fourth one, are having lowest specifications. Okay, here we have 4 classes. One is the first class building, second one is the second class building, third class building and fourth class building. For each type of building, foundation to top are common, but the specifications may differ from one building to another building. You can see. For first class building, first foundation and plinth shall be first class burnt bricks in lime or cement mortar with 1:6 over a bed of cement concrete with 1:6:12 or 1:8:16. For the superstructure, it shall be first class burnt brick in lime or cement mortar with 1:6. Next, damp proof course, it shall be with a cement mortar of thick cement concrete with 1:2:4 with on layer of bitumen laid hot or any other specified waterproofing material. Next, roofing, it shall be of RCC slab with a minimum of 1:2:4 covered with 2 coats of bitumen laid hot and a layer of lime or cement concrete with 8 cm thick over it with a tile flooring with cement flush with pointed on the top. Next, flooring shall be of terrazzo in drying, dining, bath and water closets. 4 cm thick plain polished floors in bedroom, in other rooms. Doors and windows. Doors and windows shall be of teak wood, panelled or panelled and glazed with gauged shutters, to outer doors and fixed wire gauze to windows and ventilators. Fittings shall be preferably of brass or good quality material. Next, finishing. The inside and outside wall shall be having 1.25 cm thick cement plaster. Drawing, dining and bedrooms inside of wall shall have 2 coats of distemper and other rooms shall have 3 coats of whitewashing. The outside of the wall shall have 2 coats of color washing over 1 coat of white washing. Next, painting. Doors and windows shall be given 3 coats of white lead where exposed and white zinc or cream or grey silicate paint elsewhere. Next, miscellaneous items. First class building shall be provided with first class sanitary and water supply fittings and electrical installations. A plinth protection of 1.5 meters wide of brick sloped away from the building shall be provided all around the building. For first class building, in general, the plinth area rate may varies with 4,500 to 5,500 rupees per square meter, and these rate may be variable also. Next, for second class building, foundation and plinth. All walls shall be built of first class burnt brick laid on mud mortar or a bed of lime concrete or cement concrete. The top course of the plinth shall be laid in cement mortar of 1:6. Next, coming to the superstructure. All walls shall be built of first class burnt brick laid on mud mortar. Next, the following portion to be built in cement mortar with 1:6. Sills of windows and almaras, back of almaras, top course of parapet, jambs of doors, windows and almaras, drip course, cornice and weather courses, etc. Next, 2 courses below the RCC slab and roof battens. All these should be built with a cement mortar of 1:6. Next, damp proof course. Damp proof course of 4 cm thick shall have Portland cement concrete with 1:2:4 with 1 coat of bitumen laid hot. Roofing. All main rooms shall have reinforced brick roof or reinforced concrete roof and first class or second class mud roofs over other rooms. Floors. The main rooms shall have tile or stone floors and veranda shall have flat or brick on edge floors over cement concrete and sand. Doors and windows. Doors and windows shall be of teak wood, panelled and glazed with gauze shutters to outer doors and fixed wire gauze to windows and ventilators. Fittings shall be preferably of brass or good quality material, and inside they may use the country wood. Finishings. Interior and exterior surfaces of wall shall be cement plastered with 1.25 centimeter thick, covered with 3 coats of white washing. Next, painting. Doors and windows shall be painted with 3 coats of chocolate paint or any other approved paint. For second class building, preferable cost for the plinth area is 2500 to 3000 per square meter. Next, general specifications for the third class building. Foundations and plinth. All walls shall be built of second class burnt laid on mud mortar over bed on lime concrete. Superstructure. All walls shall be built of second class burnt brick laid in mud mortar. Roofing. All rooms shall have second class mud roof and the veranda shall have galvanized iron sheets. Next, floors. Everywhere shall be of brick over mid concrete and cement pointed. Next, doors and windows. Doors and windows shall be of any type of wood other than the teak wood is called as country wood. Finishing. Interior surface of wall shall be mud plastered and covered with 3 coats of whitewash. The outside surface shall have flush lime pointed. Painting. Doors and windows shall be give 2 coats of ordinary chocolate paint. For third class buildings, the plinth area may be between 1500 to 1800 per square meter. And finally, general specifications of fourth class building. Foundation and plinth. All walls shall be built of second class brick laid in mud mortar. Next, superstructure. All walls shall be built of sand molded sun dried bricks laid in mud mortar with the exception of the following, which shall be built in second class brick work in mud. And one is two courses of underneath of the roof battens. Next, jambs of doors and windows, pillars under the roofs and beams, sills of windows and almaras. Okay. Next, roofing. The third class mud roof need to be provided. Floors, mud floors with 2.5 centimeters, mud plaster over the rammed earth and gobri leaped. Okay. Next, doors and windows. Doors and windows shall be provided with any type of wood other than teak called as country wood. Next, finishing. Mud and mud plaster inside and outside. Next, painting. 2 coats of ordinary paint. Plinth area rate varies in between 800 to 1000 rupees per square meter. Thank you.